You know, right? I'm Nagsa's PA.
Yeah. So
Then?
okay.
Do you want the job or you don't want the job?
Yeah, I want the job. So I thought we'll make it a little more interesting. So I'll play your role and you can play my role.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can decide if you want to select me or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good idea. Okay, we pass. You pass. I'm so touched. You have passed the test.
Thank you. Thank you for.
You can be Nagsa's caretaker now. You can take Karthi's part in the film.
Sure. I'm meeting Nagsa soon, so I'll tell him I've passed the test. Tamannah is certified.
Oh, so you're Vrinda.
So you've already heard of me?
Yeah, of course. Tamannah said great things about you. You went very well. She said she interviewed you for you to be my caretaker, and you went very well.
Okay, that's giving me cold feet already.
Yeah. So, but finally, Vrinda, I have to interview you for you to get the job.
Right.
So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of you asking me question, I'll ask you, and I'll know a lot more about you.
It doesn't work
since
that
I
way.
have to take care of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to know a lot more about
of
me?
you.
Okay.
Right.
All right. After that, you have to do the interview. With
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Done. Yeah. Okay. So starting off, we love the trailers, and you know it's one of the best in the recent times. Oopiri. Are you excited or nervous about the film's release?
I can say little nervous, little excited. Maybe more excited, but a little nervous. It's a very different role which I am doing, and of course you know in the trailer, and it's a very different genre of film which is coming into Telugu, and
your manager told me that Oopiri ke Oopiri అని చెప్పి, so
Oopiri ke Oopiri.
so kind of changing the trend.
Yes. So I'm a little nervous in this thing, but I'm very excited because I've seen the end result of the film already, and I'm quite confident that people will like it.
So this is kind of the best phase in your career. You seem to be more happy and laughing around a lot more than before.
I'm always happy. So I'm always laughing around. That is not the problem.
Right. So
happy is something which I will not very precious to me.
So has the.
But yeah, it's been a good phase in my career, especially I would say Manam.
Right.
And then I had Meelaveru Kotishwarudu. 3 seasons of a successful show is this thing. I connected with a lot of people. Maybe that's making me very happy also.
Right.
And then of course Monna Soggade Chinnayana. That was my baby completely, and I did so well. People loved it, and now Oopiri, what a nice film.
Yeah. So more than 90 films in your career so far, and you've seen ups and downs in the career as well.
Yeah.
So at this point, how do you deal with success?
Success makes you feel good. It's like a reward, an award and a reward for the work you have done and what you have done. And it's like a mirror. When you look into the mirror and if you're looking good, it's fantastic. No, you feel good.
Right.
It's the same way. The audience become the mirror to my work. Right. And I feel really good when they say, yeah, you've done a good job.
Right. So has MEK actually connected you a lot more to people and your fans? Do you feel that?
More than fans, to people.
And more women actually connecting
Not like that. In fact, it's 50-50. Even my contestants are 50 and 50. And it's a nice show, it's a nice knowledge show. And it's evening, it's at 9 o'clock in the evening.
Right.
And I sit back, and after your work is done and everything, it's nice to sit back and watch a pleasant, pleasant feeling show. Yeah.
Right. So coming back to Oopiri, you said that it's a life-changing film. So it's a big statement that you actually made. So how has it changed your life?
No, life-changing film in the sense, I will say after the release. It's a life-changing film.
Oh, in that sense. Okay.
As a film.
Right.
There's some life-changing films which change your life, which will take you on a different path.
Right.
Right. Like Geetanjali and Shiva took me on certain path.
Right.
And Hello Brother took me on another path. It opens up a lot of avenues.
Right.
A lot of paths for us in our life. And Oopiri will be one of that, because now when I say life-changing, directors will and writers will think of different scripts, different genres we can do with him, and it will work with him. And that's what I meant by life-changing.
So talking of scripts, you also said in one of your interviews that youngsters should actually look at better and newer scripts and not the formulaic ones. So
yes, see, what is happening is when I came in, we were only 4 of us actually. After Chiranjeevi Garu and Balakrishna, it was only me, Venkatesh and me. Now, there are so many people, so many youngsters doing films. If they all do the same thing, who wants to watch?
Right.
They all need to do different inventing. They have to have a thing of their own. They want to keep doing the same thing all over. Everybody wants to do the same thing. Everybody needs to evolve and have a style. When I say youngsters, if you look at Pawan Kalyan, he has a style of his own.
Right.
They like his style, he is known for it. Or if you look at Mahesh Babu, he has a style of his own.
Yes.
They've evolved into that. The youngsters also need to do that.
Right.
And because they're not 1 or 2, they're more, I think 12, 15 of them.
And what are you looking at when you look at scripts?
I look at first, for me when I listen to the script, the person who's telling the script is very important for me.
Right.
I need to connect with him first, his sensibilities and all that. And then the script now, I don't want to do the same old formula films. I would love to do once in a while, but not all the time when it requires. So, yes, like Oopiri, Manam, they were 2 very different genres. And in between Soggade Chinnana, completely different, a fantasy element in it came through.
Right. So yesterday at the press conference, Vamsi Padipalli actually said that the character actually required someone who's very flamboyant and actually can get the audience engrossed with the emotion that the character plays. So was that your approach when you started working on this project?
Yes, it's a very flamboyant character, which is not dull even for a minute. It's always full of life. He wants to see life. Yes, he's quadriplegic and he's sitting on a chair and he can't move. But still he wants to see life, and he needs someone who doesn't show him sympathy. He doesn't like people showing him sympathy.
So what were your discussions like when you were talking to Vamshi about your character?
The way they wrote the script itself,
it was good.
It comes through. You don't have to. The script was so meticulously worked out. It's there. Once you go through the scene, you know what you have to do.
Right. You've been quoted saying it was very difficult for you to actually emote. Actually, you just had to use your facial expressions because you had to be constrained to the wheelchair. So was there any moment during the shoot where you felt really unbearable and uncomfortable sitting on the chair?
Yeah, sometimes emoting expressions, you're not getting the take right. I know if I had my hand, it would have come right. It would have, you would have accepted it right away. But I'm not able to do that, and I would get frustrated, and sometimes just sitting there for an hour, 2 hours without moving, just sometimes when it's a big scene, you don't want to move, you don't want to get out of position, and it used to get.
How did you deal with it?
You have to. You have no choice. There's not. If you start thinking about something, what is bothering you all the time, life becomes miserable. So you just block it out.
Right. So, is there any aspect in your life that changed after you acted in this film?
Oh yeah, I thank my stars. Thank God for for letting me be all right, and and I really don't want to take life for granted. It cannot be taken for granted. Your body cannot be taken. Your health cannot be taken for granted.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic working. It's a fantastic machine. Don't screw around with it.
Right. So in a way, the story actually reflects your own life. You've actually achieved all that a star can actually dream of. But is there anything that you crave for in particular?
In what?
In your life. Is there anything
No,
else that
nothing
you pray
like
for?
that. I don't.
Right.
It will come. You wish,
Right.
it will come.
Okay, right.
You
So
don't, I really
in the
don't
film,
care.
you've acted with Karthi, and you've constantly said that you were stunned by his dedication towards the craft.
Performance,
Yeah.
dedication, craft. Oh, he's very dedicated to his work. Anything he does,
Right.
it's done with so much passion, so much into it.
Yeah.
He completely gets into it. The clothes he will get into, the hairstyle, everything. And it's a pleasure working with somebody like that. I always say, you play a game and your opponent is good, you're as good as he is.
Right.
And
So did that in any way resonate at some level in your life, or your younger days? Did that anyway resonate?
Younger days I was
As
fooling
in-
around, not doing
No?
things properly. I wish I was like him.
Right. So how was it working with Tamannah? She kept telling me during the interview that you kept complimenting her all the time on the
What
set.
to do? She looks beautiful.
Right.
I could not help but compliment.
Right.
She was so beautiful, and she's more than that. She's a nice human being, and she brings so much of affection. The way she wishes everybody, not just me, everybody in the set she knows by name almost, wishes them, and nice to everybody. It gives a very positive energy in the set.
Right.
Automatically, you compliment a beautiful person like that.
Right. All right. And you shot in Paris and Lyon. I believe, I mean, we all know that you're fond of cars, and I believe Karthi got to ride the car a lot more.
Yeah,
You were
I was
jealous.
not very happy about that.
You were jealous about
I
it.
wish I wanted to drive that car, because those cars were nicely souped up. They were made much faster than they can go.
Right.
And they were sounding excellent, all that. And
Right.
I
So
just-
what would you guys do once you are done with the Packer?
I would drive that car.
You do? Yeah. Then there's no way you could be jealous of him. Yeah, but yeah.
No, but for him, when he was driving the car or whatever they're doing, there was a police escort. They cleared up the roads for the shot.
Right.
He could drive as fast as he wanted to.
Right. So you also did paragliding for one of the
Yes,
scenes in the film. So
yeah.
did you actually enjoy watching it from watching the ground from that level, or did you want to get off?
No, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
It's quite a breathtaking experience.
Right.
And those Alps are beautiful. Those Alps, those mountains. You're flying above the mountains and you see as far as your eye can see. Imagine flying over the Himalayas.
Right.
Gliding on top of the Himalayas. How beautiful it will be. It's like that.
Right. But this is not the first time that you have actually shot in Paris. Perhaps like this is for a longer period.
No. Longer period. The last time was 14 years back.
Right.
It was quite some time back.
Right.
Paris has changed.
Right.
And it's beautiful.
Any fond memories?
Of Paris?
Right.
Oh, yeah, because so many good memories. Every afternoon or evening dinner, lunch, we'd be shooting, and we'd all go to, okay, this restaurant looks nice, go eat there, nice food.
Right.
And we could walk on the streets without getting disturbed. People were not bothering us.
Right.
And
I believe Vamshi Paidipalli enjoys feeding people.
oh,
So
yes.
Did he try that with you
that's
as
all.
well?
His weakness is, of course, is food.
So did you give in to binge eating, or?
Yeah, I ate a lot. I did put on a little bit of weight.
All right. And how was it associating with PVP?
PVP is the first film I'm doing with him, and it's fantastic. The man has a vision, and to back a film like this, it is not that easy, and need a lot of guts. And he did it with great style, and the result is fantastic.
Nagarjuna garu, people are so obsessed with your personality and your charisma. So, and you've always maintained that aura. But is there something that you wish that people never know about you? One thing about your personality.
Why will I tell you now? If I don't want people to never know about it, why will I tell you? What makes you think I will tell you?
Right.
We are all very vulnerable. We don't like to show our vulnerable side.
Right.
We all are.
Right. Right. So is it a great time to be in the film industry right now with lot of new young directors, lot of
It's
nice
always
scripts?
been a great time. It's how you look at it. It's always been a great time because the audience was always welcome to good cinema. They never stopped seeing good cinema.
Right.
If there was good cinema, they would watch it right from the time I entered. So it always is a great time. It's up to you. To make it
So there's a lot of activity at the Akkineni family right now. Chaitu's film being readied with Gautam Menon, his Premam project, Akhil's debut, and you promoting Oopiri and Sogade. So much activity. So what are your dinner?
Akhil's debut is over. Second film.
Yeah, second film is up.
Yeah.
So gearing up. So what are your dinner table conversations like?
It's between me, Che and Akhil, it's about movies.
Right.
We discuss what they're doing, what's happening.
Right.
We discuss what this, that, what is happening there,
Right.
this and that. And it's mostly that now.
Right.
We keep talking about it. We discuss about it, all
Right.
three of us.
Right. Now,
It's
sir-
a very healthy discussion.
Right. All right. So, Nag sir, you have a lot of interesting lineup of films for this year. How have you? What next is coming up for you?
Next, I'm doing a story of one of Balaji's devotees of the 17th century, 17th, 18th century
Right.
time. His name was Hathiram Baba. He came from Rajasthan because he had a calling from the Lord.
Right.
And he came and settled down in Tirumala. It's his life story.
Right.
His story we are shooting. Not many people know about him that much. I mean, there's not much history. There's only very parts. His samadhi is there on Tirumala. Then his story is written there. But of course, Ravindra Aru, as a genius is, he's made a fantastic story around it, like how he did with Annamaya.
Right.
Beautiful story, very spiritual story we are doing. And, that's my next. Very excited. It's probably start in a month and a half.
Right. Very interesting storyline.
I don't know whether I have to grow my beard. We haven't think of the
Yeah.
get up yet. We're working on it. They're doing sketches. Depending on that, I'll have to start.
Right. You also dubbed for the Tamil
Thola.
Thola. So you said that Karthi helped you a lot. And how did you help?
Well,
you?
see, when the film came out, when he finished the dubbing for the Tamil film, Karthi called me up and said, "Sir, you have to dub this. I heard that voice. It's not good, sir. You have to dub it." And Karthi, my Telugu accent might come through.
But you were born in what? You were born in.
Born. I was 2 years old.
Right.
Then we moved to
Or
Hyderabad.
when you moved, yeah.
Hyderabad. So he said, "I will be there. You already, during shooting itself, you almost got it, but I'll make sure I'll do it." And he helped me through the dubbing.
Right.
So he corrected it wherever he could. So I did my best. So
You also took
I mean,
lessons.
I'm sure the Tamil audience will. The small mistakes, they will forgive me.
Right. You took lessons? No.
No.
So it was totally Karthi by your side.
Yeah.
Right. All right. On that note, you have to tell me, have I passed the test?
Yes, very nice. You asked me questions about nice questions about Oopiri, and yeah, we will pass the test.
Yeah. So
when are you going to join?
I'm a good caretaker. Right. On a final note, can you tell the iDream viewers why they should watch the film on 25th?
Oopiri, we have a tagline for Oopiri. It's called Celebration of Life, and it's not just celebration of life, it's celebration of friendship. And Oopiri inspires you to think about your loved ones and how special you are to them and how special they are to you. And when you have someone you love or someone loves you in your life, that you can face anything in the world, and it becomes easy. That's what Oopiri is all about.
Cool. Wishing you all the luck for the film and a great successful 2016.
Okay.
And thank you.
Thank you.
For making the hot seat cold.
It's become cold now.